Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, long time no see. Now, I'm on my way to shoot another video and I thought, why not give you all an update on what's fucking going on with this thing. So, the 911, I've owned it now for, I think, 3 and a bit months and it's been really, really good. I've got some ups, I've got some downs, all to be expected with a sub 20k 911, and I just thought I'd talk through them all with you and share my experience so far. So, first things first, what did I do after buying it? I took it to Zuffen House, who, by the way, I can't recommend enough. They've been fantastic through the entire process of owning this car so far, and they will definitely be looking after this car as time goes on. So I took it to Zuffen House and they looked over the car and gave me basically a checklist to say, these are all the things we need to do to get the car shipshape, basically. And fortunately for me, that list wasn't very long. Now, some of the main parts that are on that list are suspension, and there's some bits on the exhaust that need doing, but to be honest, everything else was just small little bits that you just change and just update as part of a service, and then jobs are good, and basically. So I was really happy with that. Then after taking the car and using it, basically, I discovered there was a crack in the expansion tank. No bother, let's just drive around with it for a bit, see if it gets any worse. It got worse. Put a new expansion tank on it, again with Zuffen House. That expansion tank broke. So in the months that I've had this car, I've had 3 expansion tanks on it. The one that it came with, the one that I bought, and then the third one that Zuffen House bought and put on. So that's the expansion tank debacle. Hopefully there's nothing else that's going on there. I did ask Zuffen House to check it and they said they've checked it and they're really happy with it. So yeah, let's just hope that's the case. The second issue that we've had, alternator decided to pack in. That was a fun one. Yeah, not much can say about that. It turns out that this car had a refurbed alternator in it, and that refurbed alternator just decided that it was time to let go. So it did, and me and my dad put a new alternator on, a new belt, and I put a K&N air filter in it. So far, that's it in regards to the work that's been carried out on the car. What needs to be done includes suspension, so we need to get some coilovers on the car, which I'm excited about, but we've got to save up for them. I want to get an exhaust on the car. Not really sure what exhaust to get yet. There's tons of choices out there, and mine's working fine, it just looks a bit crap. So I'd like to get an exhaust at some point, but I'm in absolutely no rush. And bodywork wise, so bodywork, as we know, as I've mentioned before, the car isn't in absolute perfect condition bodywork wise. It needs some work. I want to get the front bumper sorted and, well, just the front of the car sorted first, and then we can look at that little bit on the back of the, when the exhaust, the surround on the exhaust, we can look at that when I get around to doing the exhaust. So that's pretty much it so far. Highlights have been just driving the car. Honestly, it's so good. The hype is real with Porsches. I think it's just a fantastic car. It can do everything. It's absolutely god-awful on MPG. I knew it would be bad, but it's particularly terrible. And yeah, there's not much else to say. I'm just really enjoying the ownership experience, loving owning my dream car. I will admit there have been times where I haven't really wanted to go somewhere because I'm scared that the car will break or something like that, but that was a few weeks ago when it was just showing coolant problems all the time. But now I'm in it after the service, had a major service, I'm feeling a lot more confident, and I think the car will do me right for a while. And that being said, it does sound like it hasn't done me right so far. It's got me more or less everywhere I needed to go in it. Yeah, we had to use a different car to go to Edinburgh, and I did just have to leave it parked up for a week while we fixed the alternator. But that's the only real proper downtime the car's had. Even when it had its coolant issues, I was still able to poodle around locally, get to work and back, because it was still holding enough coolant to do that. So going forward, now that it's had its major service, which I'm pleased to say it was fine with, and we got a lot of that other little work done, like replacing seals and O-rings here and there, now is its true test. We've got two big adventures coming up. One is going down to Cornwall, and that's in a couple of weeks. I don't know if I'll document that, but I'll let you know how it goes at some point. And the next one after that, the biggest one, is the North Coast 500. So we're doing the North Coast 500 with 3 of my friends, and this is one of the cars that's going, and I can't wait. I am a little bit nervous. There is a bit of squeaky bum time going on, and I am going to be so proud if it gets there and back with no issues. I'm expecting there to be some, so who knows, we'll find out. If it gets around with no issues though, I'll be ecstatic. But yeah, North Coast 500, really looking forward to it, can't wait. And then after that, it's winter then, so it's probably just a case of keeping on top of the maintenance, making sure the car's clean and good and running fine. I'll probably get a daily at some point, just so I can save a bit of fuel money. And then the next big thing is those coilovers, get them on. So yeah, but overall, that's been my experience so far in the car. I've not really done any crazy days out in it or anything like that. We took it to the Cotswolds once. I've been on a few nice little drives, but again, to be honest, every time I've gone and done something like that, one of those issues has cropped up. So again, fingers crossed now that it's had its service and we've done all those bits that need doing, it will be fine for a bit, he says. So that's my 3-month sort of update of, I don't know, what should we call it? Cheap 911 update? It's not cheap, is it? 20 grand. Shed of a 911 update. Yeah. I love my 911. It's great. It suits me. Yeah, it's awesome. So that's my update, and I'm going to go shoot my other video now, which is a bit of like a walk around of the 911, showing you what it's like, because I realised I haven't really done a video showing you the exterior or anything like that. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll update you again in the near future. So I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.